Hey there, spooky friends, and welcome to another episode of Pastatime with the Scaryish Podcast.
Woo!
I'm Robin Grace, this is Adam Diaz.
Hello.
And today, we're here with some SCPs for Pastatime.
Indeed we are. So if you don't know what an SCP is, the SCP Foundation is a website that stands for Secure, Contain, Protect, and it is essentially a bunch of cryptid-style creatures or phenomena that people have written in and are supposedly fictional, and they break down letting you know what this creature looks like, what abilities it has, how it can be secured, contained, or protected. There's 3 different classes, which we'll get into as we read. One of them is safe, which means it's safe. One of them means it's dangerous, which I think is Keter. And then Euclid is the most dangerous of all the SCPs. So we're going to be going over 4 of those today. Did you want to go first, Robin, or should I go first?
You can go first.
All right, cool. So, as you can see, I'm just marking this really fast so that we can just talk to you wonderful folks who are watching us live. We are back in the same room, so the setup is a little different. We're trying to make it like it was last time, so hopefully things are going well. On the other end, looks like the audio is working just fine, so that is cool. Just wanted to go ahead and address that before I go ahead and jump into my first one. So, Robin's looking at herself down here on the screen below.
I'm not looking at myself at all.
Well, all I'm saying is that you look like you're asleep because you can't see your eyes because you were looking.
I'm Asian.
You're looking
Racist.
Down. So okay, cool. Robin's also in a bad mood, so I guess that's how this show is going to be the entire night. I'm going to mark it and just get into my first one. All right. So the first one that I'm going to be covering is SCP-3313, also known as Poor Richard. So the special containment procedures for 3313 are as follows.
For one, that's Benjamin Franklin.
Well, yes, Robin is looking at a screen that our listeners and viewers cannot see, but she's giving away part of my SCP. So, special containment procedures for SCP-3313 is, once recovered, to be kept in a high-value containment chamber on floor 46 of Site 88. This chamber should utilize at least 2 of the extant overlapping Scranton reality anchor fields on that floor to suppress the reality-altering effects of SCP-3313. Individuals are not allowed to come into direct physical contact with SCP-3313. Until recovered, communications from any national or private space program's orbital assets are to be reviewed by Mobile Task Force Kappa-12. The French Couriers is the name of Kappa-12. For information regarding 3313. Any information recovered in this manner is to be utilized in locating and recovering 3313. 3313-1 is, once recovered, to be kept in a standard humanoid containment cell at Site 19. So now you know what you need to do to catch it. The description is as follows. 3313 is the severed penis of Benjamin Franklin, hereby referred to as 3313-1. Despite having no biological support system, 3313 appears resistant to both damage and decay. When in physical contact with any individual, 3313 provides that individual with reality-altering capabilities roughly analogous with that of a Class 2 reality-altering entity.
It's gross.
But kind of cool. 3313's provided reality-altering capabilities are vocal in nature, and individuals incapable of verbally communicating requests are believed to be incapable of utilizing the object in this manner. Requests made by individuals in physical contact with 3313 are, when within 3313's capacity to grant, fulfilled immediately. These requests are generally fulfilled in an exact and literal manner. 3313 was recovered as part of a previously unknown collection of 3313-1's personal effects from his time in Paris, France. The object's anomalous properties were immediately discovered once the object itself was identified. Foundation DNA testing confirmed the object belonged to either a close relative or Benjamin Franklin himself. Incident Omega 54, however, has provided enough context to conclude that 3313 was in fact Benjamin Franklin's penis. And now we can go into Incident Omega 54. So on July 3rd, 2017, the Chaos Insurgency completed a ritual to resurrect several of the United States founding fathers in an effort to complete a coup of the U.S. government. Included in this ritual were George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, John Adams, Alexander Hamilton, and Benjamin
You
Franklin.
had to say Alexander Hamilton.
There's no other way to say it. Current dossiers recovered by the SCP Foundation indicate that in addition to various anomalous properties possessed by these 5 individuals, Benjamin Franklin possessed no penis. Further information on these anomalous properties may be found in document Omega 54J. All 5 individuals escaped Chaos Insurgency custody by July 6th and are currently at large. Prior to this incident, SCP-3313 was kept in a standard containment chamber in the low-value containment division of Site-88. On July 9th, Benjamin Franklin gained access to Site-88's low-value containment division and was allowed to come into contact with SCP-3313. The guy just wants his dick back. The methods by which this was achieved are still unknown, and audio records of the incident are not available. 4 seconds after physical contact was achieved, SCP-3313 began to generate thrust in a similar manner to that of a chemical rocket engine, and both SCP-3313 and Benjamin Franklin escaped the site upwards. This escape damaged all 8 of the floors above, though SCP-33-13-1, which is Benjamin Franklin, appears to have avoided physical harm. Current calculations indicate that SCP-33-13 and Benjamin Franklin's acceleration was insufficient to gain true escape velocity. Though the parabola will take several months to complete, the projected landing location is currently unknown. So, what this is saying is that Benjamin Franklin's penis is a magical monkey's paw. And he came back to life in 2017, went and got his dick, and then it took off like a rocket, and him and his dick are currently at large. Which is kind of funny. No pun intended.
Someone wrote this.
I know, and it's so fucking funny.
Someone decided to write something about Benjamin Franklin's penis being absolutely magical.
I wish I could see the moment of inspiration for that person that was sitting there like, I have a good idea for an SCP. Stick with me. It involves Benjamin Franklin and his dick. Do you think he ran this by anyone before he put it up on the internet?
I can't even with this story. It's just, why?
It's so funny to me that this was not only published, but when I looked up funniest SCPs, this one was on every list I could find. And finally I just read it and I'm like, it's going on the show. Shout out to whoever wrote SCP-3313. You made it on Scaryish. Congratulations.
Wow.
So, good way, I think, to start the show. And with that, we'll look over in the stream chat and see what you wonderful folks had to say to start.
Do you think if someone cut your penis off, it would be magical?
No, I think that sounds like the least magical thing I've ever heard of. All right.
Accurate.
Let's scroll up and see. All right, we'll do the shout-outs, and then we'll start reading some
I brought in
chat.
Nuts earlier. Did I bring in nuts?
I don't know. All right, so let's go back to the first thing we had. So the first person in either chat channel was Laura Ann.
Oh, yes, I did.
Robin has to use her hands to push off of every flat surface she leaves.
I'm so hungry.
So thank you so much for joining us, Laura Ann. You were here 13 minutes before the show started and said hello. All right, as far as redemptions go, Glitch Grim redeemed, or excuse me, Glitch Grim, Jesus Christ, Glitch Graham resubscribed with Prime Gaming, and it's the 30th month they have been subscribed. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. 911 Girl donated 100 bits. Madscan donated 100 bits.
Thank you, guys.
Captain Fake Eye redeemed a drink. Madscan donated another 100 bits. Cursed Wolf resubscribed with Prime Gaming. They have been subscribed for 37 months.
It was a very naked peanut.
Chloe redeemed a drink, sure. It is. Chunkster resubscribed with Prime for the 15th month and said, whoa, Mom and Dad is together. We are indeed. Cursed Wolf.
I don't know how you feel about being referred to as someone's mom and dad. Just as like, fuck, I'm old.
Cursed Wolf redeemed a high five, then redeemed a drink, then Madscan redeemed a drink, which makes
right.
it 1, 2, 3, 4 drinks and 1 high five.
Oh, that's a high five. All right. This is the actual one.
Ow, that hurt.
You want another one?
No, I don't. It wasn't redeemed, so. And as you can see, we have the room behind us, done up like normal. I made the cameras a little bit wider so that we wouldn't have to like shoulder in like next to each other because there's just not a lot of space in here. And you just sort of like naturally wanting to like lean one way or the other means you'd be like completely taken off camera. So if you see us looking down, it's because we're looking at our monitor, but I can also put up this monitor. which shows us like 10 seconds ago, but that is
okay. My hair is
so
messy today. Ugh. I hate it.
I think you look wonderful.
Thank you. I need a haircut. I need a haircut. Okay? My bangs, this is the longest my bangs have been in years, I feel like.
It's true. Sherry Sue redeemed another drink, and Sherry Sue also redeemed a high five.
I hope it's painful, beach.
I don't know why you're being so mean all the fucking time, but... Alright, we're drinking Pepsi and Lost Spirits Distillery rum tonight. We have the same drink, in fact, so we better get to it.
I think I have too much rum.
It definitely smells like rum as soon as I put it in my face. And it tastes like it, too. Yeah. Lost Spirits is no fucking joke. If you're in the Las Vegas Valley and you want to go to a distillery, Lost Spirits is actually really fun.
It's really fun. Their booze is just really strong. Because I think the lowest alcohol content was like, I don't know, 20% or something, right?
I think the lowest alcohol content was 80 proof, which is 40%. So
what?
I'm pretty sure. So
Fuck.
If you want to slide a little bit more towards me, it seems like you're kind of bumped off camera a little bit. You can still see your scratch bandit too.
Right here.
I got one last night. Like 4 out of the 5 people I think in the house at this point have random scratches and we don't know where we got them from.
Demons.
So I call it Scratch Bandit. 2, 3, 4 more drinks.
I was tired. Because I am tired.
Because Robin was napping until 5 minutes before the show started.
No, because I had to wake up and go to work super early.
Yeah. And then she came home and she napped.
I only napped for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
It's not enough time. I'm exhausted.
Alright. Bunny Cakes was also in the channel super early and said hello to Laura, and Captain Fake Eye was there as well. Jang Mi is here and says, hey, hi, hello. Scrollin' Glitch is here, Madscan is here, Ginseng Joe is here, Chloe is here, MQI has redeemed a high five because everyone just likes to see my hand get abused. I poked myself in my thumb that time. Alright, Ginseng Joe says, guess who's got lots of studying to do but is watching Scaryish instead. Nice. We support those decisions. Bree Ball over there says, howdy. What up, Bree? Thank you for joining us. We appreciate you. Gonna keep scrolling here. Sherry Sue says, hey, I'm here. Had a fun day off yesterday. I really needed it. We were also off yesterday, so shout out to people having days off on February 1st. 91 Girl says, hello, everyone. Raven Rebel says, howdy as well. I'm What's Your Name says, so as it turns out, having your finger bitten by a pig hurts a lot. Squidward's Poppy also redeemed a high five, so I'll just put that up there. I also need a haircut. My hair is like really long right now. And
your hair is long.
I just need to get rid of it. I'm going to keep scrolling here. I can't imagine being bitten by a pig would be anything but painful, considering they have like super powerful chomping jaws. It's like, if you ever seen the movie Snatch, they talk about how pigs will eat pretty much anything. Like, one of the best ways to distribute.
I feel like it's a brain freeze because the ice is so cold and I'm drinking my Coke.
One of the best ways to get rid of a body is to have 8 starved pigs eat it. Because they will go through bone like butter, according to that movie.
No way. Bone like butter.
All right.
Maybe some buttered toffee. It's crunchy.
I'm going to keep going.
I'm obviously hungry. Everything is food.
Someone asked, not everything is food. Someone asked, how did that happen? Did you try feeding it? I'm What's Nurse said, I think it was trying to get a mouthful of a bale of hay. When I was getting the string off, it missed the hay and got a mouthful of finger knuckle instead. That sounds brutal.
Oh, thank you so much, Miley? Miley?
I'll go with Miley Flower.
All right.
I definitely know Flower is a part of... Either way, thank you so much for following us. We really appreciate that. Ginseng Joe says, dang, I want to redeem a drink. I think 1, 2, 3, 4...
Oh, shit. Squidward's Poppy.
There's still 4.
Long time no see.
No, Kevin Feger redeemed the first one. So there's 1 left. Speaking of which, I still have 3 to go. NBA Trainer just redeemed a high five, and then Glitch redeemed a drink right after that. You guys are really getting your kick out of these high fives. The goal still says January goal, which is inaccurate. I really feel like you're going to slap me in the face every time you do that.
You'll know.
Ginseng Joe redeemed a high five as well.
Jesus.
No.
Ugh.
That was terrible.
That was terrible.
Right.
Ow, I bit my lip.
I IMB Trans is prepared, sort of, to be ice snowed in my house here in Ohio.
Wow.
Who else is bracing for the horrible winter storm? I saw a lot of people posting about it on my Facebook.
It was freezing today, dude.
Yeah.
It's so cold, and it's in California. How is it? Why is it so cold? It shouldn't be this cold.
Sherry Sue says, got a mani-pedi at the nail station. First time since before the pandemic.
Salon.
What?
You said station. That says salon.
Oh, my bad. What a ridiculous mistake I made.
I bet there is a nail salon out there.
Called Nail Station?
Yeah, that's named Nail Station.
Yeah, and I bet you when you get there, they're like, oh, you're going to be at this station. So, my hair just looks fucking terrible today.
Twinsies. Freebie.
Wow. That really hurt. Also, I didn't have a chance to work on the lighting because Robin was taking a nap, so I set all this up in the fucking dark. So, you can see how rosy and red my cheeks are.
You didn't put makeup on?
No, I didn't have time. I'm going to keep scrolling. See what else we got here. Bree says, currently -1 Fahrenheit where I am at. That is cold. Joan says, my sister is in Michigan. She says it's snowing a lot tonight. They're expecting 8 inches of snow. I'm going to keep scrolling.
So much booze in there.
I know, dude. I'm going to hand this over to you so I can take some drinks. Hopefully the chewing of the peanuts isn't an auditory hellscape for all of you.
Captain Big Guy says, might fall asleep early tonight. Me too. Pudding Cakes asks where I'm living. Somewhere near LA. Bree Ball says, y'all can come visit me in Montana. We get lots of snow. I really want to see snow, but I don't want to stay in snow.
I just want to visit snow. Jamie said they together, reunited, and it feels so good. Pretty sure Robin's absolutely fucking miserable that I'm here, to be honest with you. So
just my room gets taken over every time.
It doesn't get taken over at all. There's like nothing, no space for me here. Like I have about this much space for my work laptop, and then I have to move her keyboard back just to have my personal laptop for the show. And I have 3 hangers, and then what I keep my clothes in is under the fucking bed. So there's like nothing for me here.
You know how like you have your own, it's like you have a way everything's set up, and then somebody comes in and just like moves your stuff, and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I know, because all my clothes were stuffed under the fucking bed, and then something else was put underneath them, so they're harder to get to now.
You're welcome.
So yeah, I'm very aware of that. All right, gonna keep scrolling here. Glitch says, wait, what? I walked away and all of a sudden penis, the kite penis. No, there was no kite involved here. Faye says, I also just say Alexander Hamilton in my head, LOL. Ginseng Joe says, very good and entertaining videos, I recommend.
I think the kite has to do with the fact that Benjamin Franklin used the
kite.
Yeah,
I know.
Okay.
I'm just mentioning that wasn't part of it. I'm gonna keep scrolling.
It's booze. It's so boozy.
It is very boozy booze. I have one more to go.
I just realized something.
What?
I got meat sticks in the fridge.
I'm happy.
I'm so hungry.
Right. I don't know if I said this out loud, but Glitch definitely redeemed the 6th drink. And I think I said it, and then we did the Ginseng Joe high five. We've definitely done 2 high fives since it might be Miley Flower, Male Flower. I don't know. Since the flower person, since Flower Power followed us. So I think I got one left.
All right. Let's see. Mad Scan says, I'm currently in the living room with my parents, and my mom got a port put in today, so she's a little loopy from anesthesia, and the conversation is hilarious. While Adam is talking about an SCP, and it's making me laugh way too hard. Especially an SCP that is a dead man's penis.
He's not dead anymore.
Oh yeah, that's right. He got resurrected.
I'm pretty sure they used the penis to resurrect. No. That's not true. I lied. He came to get the penis afterwards.
Okay. PQV over on YouTube says, I walked in on Benjamin Franklin's penis.
The whole topic was Benjamin Franklin's wiener. It's so weird. Shout out to Latreia for following us over there on Twitch. They've been subscribed for the 3rd month. And says, I love this podcast and cool people to chat with. Smiley face.
Smiley face. Thank you so much. I also noticed says, Adam brought in nuts. No, he did not. I brought nuts from work.
It's true.
They're literally nuts from work. They're so cute. Look. Nuts. Chippendale. Oh shit. Chippendale are my sister and my like personas, I guess. So anytime I see Chippendale stuff, I'm like, I need to buy it. But these nuts are actually good. She got the trail mix one. I should have got another bag of trail mix too. Anyway.
Sherry Sue says their Twitch is lagging pretty bad. It looks like we're doing okay on our upload, so...
Twitch is just really bad.
Try popping over to YouTube, see if it's the same over there.
Let's see. Ginseng Joe says, yo, Pepsi! Ginseng Joe also says, I joined the Ancient Club. I can legally drink, aka 21.
Got bad news for you if you think that's the Ancient Club.
That is not ancient. I wish I could go back to being 21.
I don't, whatsoever.
What?
What was good about your life in 20... Aside from the fact that the number of your age was more acceptable to you.
I was way more attractive.
You're gorgeous the way you are. That's the stupidest thing you've ever said. So it's just based off of vain reasons. 100% vanity.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, that sounds about right.
Because I was super dumb, you know? Yeah. I didn't have my degree
yet. That hasn't really changed. You just have a degree now. So you can make that face me all you want. You just told everyone you want to go back to being 21 because you were hotter back then.
Yeah, man. It sucks getting old and fat.
I mean, I wish my body was the way it was when I was 21, or better yet, 26, when I was, like, at my peak. But I can always get back there with some hard work, which is better for me than time traveling and losing all the progress I've had, in my case, for the last 15 years. I'm so old.
You're the time between you being 21 and your age now, it can almost drive.
In May, it'll be 16.
Holy shit.
It'll be applying for its license. So.
Oh, man. Okay. Glitch says 40 proof. That's rookie numbers.
80 proof. Just 40%.
All right. Kevin Baker says, Rob and Adam are around the same age as me, but they're still my mom and dad.
MQI says, my 2 cents, I am happy with nobody of either sex. Am I straight? Yes. Do I like men very much? No. LOL, I am happy being alone. There's nothing wrong with that. Some people are very happy and secure being by themselves.
Oh, I see.
Right in the middle.
I got it.
It was literally right under the one that you read.
Cool. The one that I just read was down here.
Ginseng Joe's one was the one that you read and then skipped MQI's thing.
All right. Scroll. Bunny Cake says our drinking age is 18. Yeah, ours is 21. Most other places are 18.
Or 19.
Or 19.
B says, be trained to sorry for Planet Time. I may fall asleep. I'm up since 3:30 a.m.
I would sleep too. I don't know why you're still awake. I would be asleep by now. I think the last time when I had to get to work at like 4:30, I passed out at like 9:30. I came home, we did some stuff, and I climbed into bed around 9:30 and didn't wake up.
She's very mean. Which is just sort of how things always are now.
Yeah, because I'm always fucking tired.
Welcome to my life now. You've been the one sleeping until noon up until this point. So
let's see. E.
Glitch says L.I.
Which is for a Letterkenny reference because, you know, everyone talks about being to ally.
Bree says, I'm from Chicago, but I moved to Montana like 5 years ago for school and never left after graduation. Right on.
Scroll. Oh no, Sherry Sue says I'm having issues with my lungs too. I can even use my... Can't even use my BiPAP? What's the BiPAP?
CPAP, I think it's supposed to be. If you scroll up, it's just one of the PAP machines.
Oh, Jagme says, Brandon used to visit me when we were long distance and trash my room every time.
I don't trash the room. I typically show up and start doing laundry. Chloe says, why is Robin literally me when I'm at work? I'm snacky as fuck. At the end of my shift / watching you guys live stream happens every time without fail.
Scroll. Scroll. There's a lot to read and my brain's too tired to like process all of the long sentences.
There's a lot of stuff about people that are suffering from COVID or long COVID or dealing with the after effects of having reduced lung capacity.
The COVID cough lasts so long afterwards too. It's rough, which is why it is smart to make sure you guys stay safe out there and get vaccinated and get boosted and make sure you try not to get sick because it does fuck you up.
They say we're seeing long COVID in a ton of people. That sucks.
Let's see. Glitch says fine. 80 proof are rookie numbers.
That's funny. Faye says I was very young and silly at 21. Most of us were.
Most of us were.
Robin was.
Yep.
That's why she wants to go back to it.
No, I want to look like I did when I was 21.
See, that's better. You didn't say that last time. You said you wish you were 21. Not you wish you looked like you did.
Yeah, I wish I could cut 10 years off my age, okay? I wish I could go, like...
I wish you weren't yelling at me right now.
Downgrade another 10 years in age.
Downgrade is never a good word to use in a sentence.
Okay, you know what, though? I don't want to be 30. I don't. Who wants to be 30?
No one does.
I would like to be 21
It's a bullshit arbitrary restriction that you put on yourself that you spend so much time worrying about and you waste your 30s. Then when you get to your 40s, you realize, man, I was an idiot when I was in my 30s.
Yeah.
It just keeps going until you die.
Yep.
All right, are we caught up?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
All right. Okay. So I think we both kind of picked ridiculous SCPs this episode because my first... Well, let me see which one I want to do first here. I'll do this one first. Okay. So, my first SCP I'm going to tell you guys about is SCP-261. It is one of the much older ones. Obviously, it's only 200-something.
Right.
This one's rated safe. It's not anything scary.
So this one's rated E for everyone.
It is rated E for everyone. So the description for 261 is a large black vending machine with no front glass panel and a small keypad on the right side.
So we've covered a vending machine before, but it is a different one. I did check to see if we covered 261 in the past.
Okay, cool. So 261 was recovered in Yokohama, Japan, and was brought to the Foundation's attention after investigation of an urban legend about a magic vending machine that was circulating around the internet. So 261 was found in a back alley behind a lodge? I mean, it could have been a lodge. In a back alley behind a large shopping center with a handwritten sign saying "out of order" in Japanese taped to it. It had no marks or identification of any kind, and no locals remember when or how it came to be in its current location. Internally, 261 appears to be a basic vending machine equipped to vend food and beverage items. After a key was made and the front door opened, no abnormal materials were found, and it was determined that SCP-261 had never actually contained any food or beverage items. The keypad, while connected and operating correctly, does not activate any of the dispensing mechanisms. When money is placed into 261 and a 3-digit number entered into the keypad, it will vend a random item. It has not accepted any currency other than yen, with rejected currency being deposited in the coin return slot. It is unknown how these items appear. However, SCP-261 will not operate when the door is open or when recording devices are placed inside. The number entered on the keypad has no effect on the item vended, nor has any pattern been detected. Items are always some form of snack food and typically have bright, attention-grabbing packaging. It's capable of operating with no external power supply, but operation in this state will cause unstable vending to occur much more quickly than normal. So if it's not plugged into anything, it'll just start doing a bunch more weird stuff faster, which is odd. It's used several... Wait. If SCP-261 is used... Oh, are you seeing if it's been done already?
I mean, I checked it already, but I'm checking it again because it just sounds so familiar. I don't know what the difference between this one and the other one we did is. So.
Oh, we probably already did this one then. We'll wait.
I can't do anything on my phone because my phone is a piece of absolute fucking garbage. So.
Would you like me to just do it right here?
Yeah. I don't know if you can reach your keyboard.
Oh, no, I can't.
Yep. So. Can you please vamp, for the love of God? We've been doing these for 3.5 years, and you just leave it. It's so bad.
Oh, I'll just read some chat here. Burp, burp. Aw, Chloe Michelle says, I'll be 28 next month, and y'all are making me low-key sad.
There's nothing wrong with turning 30. Insecure people freak out about the stupidest things. Don't worry about it. You are okay.
Eve over on YouTube says, I love the bed. Thank you. I love Haunted Mansion. It's actually, I think it is my favorite ride to go on when it is, you know, the Nightmare Before Christmas overlay. It's fine too, you know, when it's not, but I just love all the Nightmare Before Christmas decorations. It makes me so happy every year. Let's see.
Yeah, this isn't working though.
Really?
Yeah, it's saying we've never even used the letters SCP, so I have to use this computer.
Cool. I Almost Dinner says 30s are like an introduction to the pains of middle age. Norma over on YouTube says, hi everyone, hello.
Hello.
Laura Ann says cow cam. What is cow cam?
I have no idea.
I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. Laura Ann says, I love cows. I love cows too. I think they're very cute. Because there was a baby cow. There was a cow birthed at some point. Captain Fake Guy says, I had the baby fat forever when they were a kid. Oh. Let's see. I was a very, very heavy child.
It could be the one where you did SCPs as a topic like 2.5 years ago for the second time.
Let's pull it up.
So Robin keeps track of every single one of her scripts. I name my scripts after the episode number, and she just names her scripts. But we do have a way of checking these things. 1471, 895, 035. I remember doing one on a vending machine. Don't you?
I did not remember any of that.
All right, let's close it out and keep going.
Why do I only have SCPs 2? Do I not have SCPs 1?
I think your first one was called, it was named after the SCP itself. Wasn't it? I have no idea, so.
I don't know. What I should actually do is put the episode numbers at the end of my titles. But,
You called it the SCP Foundation, episode 84.
What date was that released?
Just says July 2019.
Okay, cool. So let's go back to 2019, around July. SCP Foundation, there you go. Look at that. Come on, baby.
That's all description of it.
Do the locomotion. 049?
Nope.
087?
Nope.
3008? Nope. That's it?
Reject.
Cool.
I'm just checking one last thing. Alright.
Well,
just do it. If someone says we did it before, then
we did it before.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's not the same dialogue.
I mean, it sounds very similar. The one you did last time was about a vending machine that could create like anything from anywhere, no matter how obscure it was, but like they tested on things that it couldn't do and it had limitations. That's what I remember about it. So
this does not have those.
Yes, this one sounds different. I think it's just a similar SCP to one that also existed that we covered. But all right, I'm a Margit, and then you can get back to it.
Thanks.
Boop.
I don't even know where I messed up because I saw you scrolling. Let's see. So, I don't even know where to start here. If SCP-261 is used several times in a short period of time, or or large amounts of money are entered before an item is vended, 261 will start to dispense bizarre items. While still, quote-unquote, food, their suitability for human consumption is often non-existent. So it doesn't want to know what to do with itself. It just is like, take this. It looks like food. Don't eat it, though.
Wow.
All right. So a log of items vended during the testing phase. So 800 yen entered for each item. Items being dispensed every 2 minutes. This is what came out. So Coke Zero. It was a can of Diet Coke. Packaging in English. A bag of Cheetos.
That is not Coke Zero. I hate this SCP. It's a monster.
A bag of Cheetos. A small bag of Cheetos snack food. Packaging in English. Black. which is like that gum. You know how Jess always gives us that gum that's really strong? Yeah, I think that's what that is. A single pack of... Oh, maybe not. This is caffeinated. A single pack of caffeinated chewing gum, which is in Japanese, because America doesn't have caffeinated chewing gum. Yet. Yan Yan, which is that kind of like snack dessert thing where it has the flavored chocolate or strawberry dip and you stick like pretzel sticks into it. Have you ever had those?
No, but I know what you're talking about.
Okay. Yeah, so a single Yan Yan cone with peach dipping frosting, packaging in Japanese. That sounds weird. The Meiji Seika company does not produce this flavor. Okay, so peach Yan Yan never existed. So that's why it's weird. Pepsi Dragon Twist, a can of Pepsi Cola with a trace of fruit flavor. Packaging in English. Flavor identified as dragon fruit. Pepsi does not produce this product. Ooh. Oh, man. These are things... I feel like whoever wrote this was like, someone make these things because I want it. You know what I mean?
Ecto Cooler. High C Ecto Cooler. Hasn't been made since the 80s.
I have High C in the fridge. All right. Dark Side Cola. A can, quote-unquote can, with clear plastic sides. Packaging in Japanese. Light. Liquid inside is clear. When opened, the liquid appears to react to the air and changes to dark black over a period of several seconds. The black coloration looks like billowing smoke and cannot be reversed. Liquid's taste described as cola with something spicy in it. Either these are like things that did exist at some point or something, you know what I mean? And people wish they wanted it. Or this guy's
like, no one will hire me for their marketing firm, so I'm going to put all my crazy ideas into an SCP.
The Little Bakery 7 grain. It's a small tube the size of a candy bar with a green button made of aluminum. Packaging in English. When the top is twisted off, a mass of quote-unquote dough is extruded. The dough contains several enzymes and bacteria that have not yet been identified. On contact with air, these cause the dough to rise and bake. Killing the microbes in the process produces a small round loaf of bread weighing 250 grams. It tastes described as good but chewy. So it's like instant bread, which is weird. It's like if you cracked open those biscuit cans and it just turned into...
That's hilarious. That's a great way to picture it.
Lemon clams. This is a thick plastic baggie with a plastic tube on the side containing water and 12 clams. Packaging in Dutch. Following on package instructions, the plastic tube was cracked like a glow stick.
It's my favorite phrase.
Liquid in the bag flashed to steam, venting from a hole that popped open in the top of the bag, slightly burning a researcher. Steaming finished after 38 seconds, after which clams were found to be fully cooked and infused with a mild lemon flavor. On investigation, clams match no recorded species. Diet Ghost, a can containing an instance of SCP-2107. Man, now I want to know what that is. Packaging was in English. Testing done on this instance provided similar results to other contained instances of 2107. This marks the first time that 261 was... This marks the first time 261 has vended another SCP object. And then the next three here are unknown. They don't know what to name it. It's just, what the fuck is this? So, the first one is a small mesh bag filled with small multicolored pyramids, packaging in an unknown language. Pyramids found to be very hard and unpleasant tasting compared to chalk in taste and consistency. When placed in hot water, these pyramids open and produce strings that quickly dissolve, coloring the water the same shade as the pyramid. Water had no additional taste. So someone had to taste this weird shit.
Right. Can you imagine being the intern that day at the SCP Foundation where they're like, hey, test this. You might die.
But testing revealed a sharp increase in mineral, carbohydrate, and protein content, with several minerals unidentified at the present time. This content was found to be consistent with the recommended daily intake of nutrients for adult humans. This thing is fucking cool. Researcher ingesting the water reported stomach cramps 2 hours later, but no other effects. So I feel like this vending machine is just like, be healthy. Here you go. You know? Or like, here's some fancy ass food. I can do what I want. You know?
I was very impressed with the clams.
I'm impressed with the instant bread. I want some of that instant bread.
They said it was chewy.
It said it's good,
but chewy.
I mean, you're cool, but annoying. You can have something that's really great, just that has a couple downsides. Just like me, you're like, oh, you're really cute, but you're annoying as fuck.
You're mean as fuck. All the time.
Alright, the second thing that's unknown is an aluminum box with a small glass window on the side and a large round button on the top, packaging in an unknown language. Box is seamless and appears to be filled with small round animals covered in fur, each with 3 small paws and a single large eye. Pressing the button causes the inside of the box to rapidly become superheated. No! Cooking the small animals alive! Muffled noises and scratching were heard for several seconds during the cooking process. After 1 minute 30 seconds, the front panel opens and gives access to the now cooked animals. Professor Kane volunteered to eat the animals with no other researchers willing to do so. Taste described as crunchy and very spicy with a small hint of beef. No!
I was surprised it wasn't going to say tastes like chicken, because I feel like that is the default.
It's like if they were like, yo, let's just eat all the porgs. You can't eat the porgs.
Yeah, I totally pictured porgs.
They're too cute. Or what are those things from Star Trek? Tribbles.
I would eat a tribble. You'd have to take the hair off of it first. They're very hairy.
Oh my goodness. Okay, the last unknown thing is a tall, thin aluminum can packaging in an unknown language. Opening the can caused a chemical reaction with the liquid inside. The liquid apparently not intended for an oxygenated atmosphere and detonated violently, causing several injuries and killing 2 researchers.
Oh shit.
Testing discontinued and area cleared. Testing area observed to smell like citrus for several days. And that's the end of this SCP-261. I think it's cool, but I think because they kept shoving so much money in such a short amount of time, it didn't know what to make that is of this realm anymore, or this planet, and was just like, this is from another planet, I guess. Here, just take this. It didn't know what to make. Maybe it's some magical creature who's just like sitting around all day thinking of cool things to make people, and so whenever it dispenses something, they're like, here's a cool idea, take that. And then you're like trying to make it churn out all these cool ideas, and it's like, I can't think, just ugh.
It's very interesting. Bomb. I found it very fascinating. It's no Benjamin Franklin's dick, but it was pretty good. So, good one.
I want some of those things. I want the instant bread.
I want the clams. So,
really?
Stuff.
You want clams?
I want those lemon clams. I want to see what they taste like, yeah.
Maybe we should just get pasta with clams.
Maybe. That'll have to be after this. All right, let's look over in stream chat, see how you folks handle that SCP, and us taking that break in the middle. Some shout-outs to do during that. Squidward's Poppy redeemed a high five. Ow. And Laura Ann resubscribed with Prime for the 28th month and put a heart. Thank you so much, Laura Ann. We appreciate you.
Thank you so much. I feel like the high fives are a glimpse into, if anybody wants to fuck with me, I'll slap the shit out of you. I'll slap hard.
All right. Catafig Eye. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm Western said that IMB trainer is officially out. Faye said let her sleep. Bunny Cake says it wasn't a drink machine, was it, Adam? It was like something just like a drink machine, but they had it vend like a bunch of different stuff.
Squidward's Poppy says, just got to work, so I'm heading out. Can't wait to hear this on Spotify.
Right on. Thank you for joining us, Squidward's Poppy. Enjoy your night. I'm Western says, I'll let her sleep all right. Now where's my Sharpie? I have a mustache to draw. Excuse me. Can you read?
Hazel, also known as Pia. I think they would rather be called Pia, if I remember the email correctly. But it says, how's it, cousins? I'll be sending you a talk story about hitchhiking that happened when I was home in Molokai. And enjoy your 30s, babies.
Enjoy your 30s. Your babies.
Your babies. Oh.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. As someone that's about to be moving into their official beginning of their late 30s at 37. Because 30 is 30, 31 to 33 is early, 34 to 36 is mid, 37 to 39 is late, and then there's 40. So I'm about to enter the new tier of 30s. 30's not that bad. Everyone shut the fuck up.
I love horror stories or scary stories from Hawaii. I think they're so good because the islands are if you think about it, I mean, they were these pieces of land that came out from the ocean. And then people moved there, you know, and societies were created there, and then were murdered on this small piece of land. And so there's a lot of horror stories on this small piece of land.
Right.
It's not like out here in the state. Well, Hawaii is also a state, but like the continental U.S., where there's so much land, you know. There's no way someone's died on every inch of land. But Hawaii is so small. The ghosts are everywhere. I love horror stories from Hawaii. They're just great.
Dre has resubscribed for the 19th month and said, "You guys are awesome." Thank you, Dre. We appreciate that. Faye says, "Turning 32 this year and have yet to experience the aches and pains, but now I'm afraid." Don't be afraid. You'll be okay. All right, going to keep scrolling here. I Want Dinner says, "We have caffeinated jerky, though."
Caffeinated jerky. Sounds weird.
Sounds gross.
Ick. It's called Perky Jerky.
It's a good name for it. MQI says, "Random, has anyone in here ever had the Halo laser?"
Nope.
Don't even know what it is.
Is that a drink?
I don't know. Which is not, Adam, you're wrong. There was a re-release in 2021 here. I don't think it tastes the same, but I liked it. It did not taste the same. I feel like it was a rebrand of Ecto Cooler. It did not taste the same as it did when I was a kid. Or my taste buds have changed. That also happens.
Your taste buds might have changed because wasn't there something that you hated eating growing up and then you like it now?
Onions. But they tasted the same. My preference changed. What do you think I was going to say?
I don't know.
Ginseng Joe says, "I watched a bit of Tom and Jerry on Boomerang. Lots of modern. Are they still modern anymore? One's like regular show, Adventure Time, a bit of Steven Universe."
We're on Boomerang? What?
I don't know if those are considered modern anymore. Who knows? Scrolling, Glitch says, "Old school Cartoon Network is my favorite, like Dexter's Laboratory, Ed, Edd and Eddy, Cow and Chicken, Johnny Bravo, SWAT Cats, and more. LOL.
I definitely watch Ed, and Eddy, Dexter's Laboratory, Johnny Bravo. Never watched any of the other ones you listed on there. Yeah, I remember watching all those as a kid, man. I remember watching Yogi Bear on Boomerang and stuff like that. And now regular time, or what is it? Adventure Time? I don't remember what you just listed on there. Those are not classics. Those are those are such modern shows. Why are they on Boomerang? You know? But whatever. But isn't it funny when certain things start getting listed as classic rock?
Yeah.
And you're like, that is not classic rock.
Stop making me feel old, radio. Matt Scan says, "Does anyone remember Chalk Zone?" I've never heard of that.
I think Chalk Zone is the one that had the blue character. It was just like a whole chalk world, and there was a blue character that was like the superhero-ish type character. A kid would, like, he was a real kid, and he came in.
I'm a real boy.
Yeah, and he was like drawing different things in this chalk world, and they went on adventures.
Glitch says, "Oh, Teen Titans, LOL, I had such a crush on someone there." Ginseng Joe says, "Starfire, I bet." Glitch said, "I'm gay, try again." That's so fucking funny.
Oh my gosh, it has to be Robin, right?
I'm Watching Her says, "I'm gonna guess he liked the muscle android guy." It was Beast Boy,
apparently. A lot of people like Beast Boy.
Beast Boy was my boy.
There's
LOL.
way too much like cartoon prawn out there about Beast Boy.
That's so funny. Matt Scan says, "Alright, I gotta get off my brain. Can't function anymore. I'm so tired." LOL. Good night, everyone. Thank you for joining us, Matt Scan. Jay Valor says, "Made it for the end. Woo woo. Still 2 more SCPs to go."
Let's see. Oh, I was wondering, says, "Can Cyborg remove one of his arms and use it as a back scratcher?" I would love that. Glitch says, "Robin was close, but I'm more of a Jason Todd guy."
Red Hood.
Yeah.
It's a rebel without a cause.
Was he in Teen Titans, though?
I don't know. I think he is later, but I don't know.
Oh, okay. See, the stuff that I watched, there was no Red Hood yet. I just remember seeing Robin a lot.
Right.
I've never seen Red Hood.
I've
seen the Red Hood movie.
There's this really nice moment in the comics where basically the Justice League is too busy for something that turns out to be a really big threat, and the Teen Titans have to thwart it. And at the end, like, all the Justice League are like talking to their younger counterparts, and Robin at the time is Dick Grayson. And he's like, "Do you expect me at some point to join the Justice League?" Because he's never thought of it in that way before. He's just thought of himself as like a kid who's fucking around, basically, like helping Batman.
Yeah.
And he's like, "No, I don't expect you to join the Justice League. I expect you to lead it." And he, like, walks away from him, and it's like, that's the first time Dick Grayson realizes, like, he has high hopes for you. Dick Grayson's one of my favorite characters in all the comics. He's also the Joker's least favorite Robin. He hates Dick Grayson more than every other Robin Batman's ever had.
Because he's loyal to Batman?
Because he's never been able to traumatize him. He's traumatized every other Robin but Dick Grayson. So, anyways.
Even though his whole family of...
He was already traumatized. The Joker is nothing to him. And then, of course, Joker went on to beat Jason Todd to death with a fucking crowbar and then blow him up. All right.
What the shit?
And then Jason Todd came back to life and blah, 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 blah.
And that's how he became Red Hood.
Correct.
Jamie says, Robin, you can be the mom from Schitt's Creek who's known for iconically slapping the fuck out of people. I'm down with that.
That sounds about right.
Pia says, okay, because again, I should have died for real.
That's scary. And what's there says, my boyhead cartoon crush was Shadowcat from X-Men Evolution. Interesting.
I had a crush on Tuxedo Mask from Sailor Moon. But now that I watch Sailor Moon as an adult, I'm like, Tuxedo Mask is... I don't know why I had a crush on him. Like, and then Sailor Moon is so stupid for not realizing, like, this guy that she hates is the guy that she likes. And it's just, oh, God.
MQI says I had a crush on Casper, so...
Oh, me too! Did you? No, wait, you're not.
I had a crush on Christina Ricci, but she's a real-life human.
Oh, I loved...
You smell very nice.
Oh, do I?
Yeah.
Thank you. I love Johnny Depp in Sleepy Hollow.
I love Christina Ricci in Sleepy Hollow. I love her also, especially in Casper.
Chancellor says had a crush on Sashomaru from Inuyasha. I don't know how I feel about him being with the little girl from Inuyasha.
Chunkster says I definitely had a crush on Zuko, which is from the last Airbender.
I think Zuko's the fire guy, right?
I don't know. I never watched a minute of the last Airbender, which is not a knock on. I just haven't got around to it. I think if we're gonna like, I'll toss out our cartoon crushes. The only one that's coming to mind is definitely Princess Jasmine from Aladdin. So that's a thing. You're welcome.
Why'd you like end up with an Asian?
I mean, she was brown. She was the only brown princess I had ever seen growing up. Okay. Every other princess is like super white. I identified with Aladdin. He was my dude, so she was like perfect. Plus, she wanted to be with a poor guy who was a good person. So, all right, let's keep scrolling. Jessing Josello, Robin, I was listening to some Boomerang cartoons, but the rest were on Cartoon Network.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Glitch says, I want to drink, be more to try to get together. So bad, I'm sorry for my weird mind. Sorry, I read that wrong. Gonna keep scrolling.
All right. Glitch says, I wanted Rigby and Mordecai to get together. Those are characters from a cartoon show. One is a bird, I know. There's like a blue bird. And then there's another character. I think, is he also a bird? Are they both birds? And then he says, Rule 34, don't do it, guys. Rule 34 is like, yeah, there's porn about it. If anything that exists in the world, there's porn about it.
I'm watching. It says, real life actor I had a crush on was Topanga from Boy Meets World. Like, everyone I knew had a crush on Topanga. Mine was Wendy from The Wonder Years. When I was before Christina Ricci. I'm sorry, Christina. Latrell says my crush was Ryan Phillips when I was in 5th or 6th grade.
Glitch says, Adam, I have so much respect for you for loving Dick Grayson. Thank you.
He's
MQI
so awesome.
Says, Halo laser is a facial laser. I was wondering if anyone in here has had it done. I haven't. I've just had like microdermabrasion on my face.
I just like how you wave your face. Glitch says, oh my god, I want to drink and talk comics with Adam so bad. That'd be fun. Alright, we're right there. It's my turn.
Oh, sorry.
Yep. So my next one, I haven't read at all. I just read that it was supposed to be really cool.
Ad.
What?
60-second ad.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Alright, so if you're watching over there on Twitch and you're not a subscriber, you're about to get the 60-second ad. If you are a subscriber, you will not get it. If you are watching on any other place, you will also not get it. And it should be going right now. Alright. It's been a day. I was off yesterday, so I had a ton of stuff to catch up on today. And I had a ton of meetings. I had a ton of people messaging me during my meetings, so it was like I couldn't pay enough attention to it. I felt kind of bad. And by the end of the day, I had my one-on-one with my boss, and like he gave me an out 15 minutes in to my 30-minute meeting. And I really just wanted to be like, yeah, that's it. But I had so much more I had to talk to him about.
You're like,
so it
went. Played this game. Have you done this? Have you played the new Pokemon?
No,
Arceus?
we just released a bunch of dates for one of our games. We're going to have like our first beta window, and we don't have a lot of stuff. We have a lot of stuff in place, but not like figured out properly yet. So I've been going over that, and I had to brief them on the meetings I have and meetings I just had. So it was quite a bit to go over. And when I was finally done for the day, I was like, I need to lay down and take a nap. Like, I'm so effing tired. So I understand why Robin's tired. She got up significantly earlier than I did. So yeah, when she got home, I was like, feel free to lay down and nap, and do nap as long as you need to, and then I'll just sort of get this stuff set up. And then she's like, immediately as soon as she lay down, she passed out, and I was like, when do you want me to wake you up? She's like, 6:25. So I tried to start waking her up at 6:25, and I think overall though everything worked out pretty well. Behind the scenes, you guys are still listening to us talk through the webcam. It's a little bit easier for the setup for you guys to hear us through the webcam, and the audio is not horrible. There might be a little bit of feedback, and I'll be working on sussing that out. I didn't hear any of it in my testing, but I didn't have a ton. We have switched microphones.
Oh, maybe I should put my phone away from the microphone. You should too.
I mean, the feedback doesn't come through this. The feedback comes through that. So that's what I'm talking about. The microphone that's going out to the stream.
Oh, well, like when I was recording before.
I mean, that's a cheap-ass microphone. That's why.
Oh.
Yeah, so that one had a bunch of different noises that were coming through it. These ones have been fine. When we recorded the topic episode, it was nice, clean audio, which was cool. So we have a completely new setup we're running everything through, which clutters up the room. I have to clean it up afterwards and kind of put it under the bed. So it's reminiscent of when we used to change the office around every week, which was just an absolute nightmare. But overall, things are going pretty well. Knock on wood, hopefully everything doesn't fuck up now. But I'm going to mark it. We're done with the ad. And then read my next SCP. Please don't assault me. All right, Robin's picking stuff off, and now I'm cognizant of like every piece of lint on me. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and move into my second SCP of the show, and this is SCP-1128, also known as Aquatic Horror. Special containment procedures for this SCP, written descriptions or imagery of SCP-1128's appearance, or videos of the entity breaching found outside the Foundation are to be destroyed, and Class C amnesiastics, or however the fuck you say that word, amnestics, are to be administered to anyone exposed to such information or showing signs of SCP-1128 contamination. A written description of the entity's appearance is to be kept at site redacted. For experimental purposes...
Why do you always say redacted like that?
Because it's redacted. For experimental purposes only, and is not to be read by anyone other than D-Class used for testing. If exposed, staff are to report immediately for administration of Class C amnesiastics. Mobile Containment Force Kappa 12 has been assigned to intercept and redirect any and all water traffic that passes through their designated patrol area by any means necessary. And now for the description, now that you know how dangerous it is. Also, I didn't say the class of it, but apparently it's Euclid.
It doesn't say the class of it because you didn't notice the picture.
It's because it's a different outlay. It's weird. On my computer, when I looked this one up, it showed the normal SCP Foundation website. When I clicked on it on your computer so that I could have it on this screen, It's this weird format, which is pretty, but it just is different. Anyways, the description of SCP-1128 is an entity that manifests as a massive aquatic predator.
Speaking of manifest.
To anyone given a full... Because Robin's been watching the show Manifest that has so much to do with a massive aquatic predator. To anyone given a full description of the being's appearance through either spoken/written descriptions or visual depictions of the being. So if you know what this thing looks like, it will show up and you will see it. Persons infected by SCP-1128 will initially exhibit no abnormal behavior, though some cases show a general aversion to activities involving bodily immersion in water, such as bathing or swimming. Should subject ever fully be immersed in water, they will disappear completely under the surface of the water, regardless of the water's actual depth. In most cases, subjects will reappear moments later in a panic state and frantically try to leave the water, while in some other cases the water will become polluted with blood and debris, confirmed to be the remains of the subject.
Fucking ew.
Subjects that have reappeared intact claim that they are transported to a vast ocean where they are pursued by SCP-1128. And it's like, if you know what this thing is, you become its prey, and you will be teleported to it as soon as you're submerged in water. Interviews with these individuals carries some risk of further SCP-1128 contamination, as descriptions of the being's appearance trigger further infections.
What?
1128 infection can be treated with Class C amnesiastics.
Amnestics?
It sounds so boring saying it that way. As it appears, memory of the entity or descriptions of it are required for its anomalous properties to take effect. And then there's an interview, which I typically don't read with details. So, and the interview is broken down into addendums, so it's not too complicated. So addendum number 2. Tracking devices affixed to D-Class used in SCP-1128 experiments reveal that submerged subjects are transported to an area within the blank ocean. There's only so many of them.
Or redacted.
Oh, my bad. I got yelled at it last time, so I didn't do it. So, redacted ocean. Not far from the coast of Redacted. Further investigation of these coordinates revealed the area to be data expunged. Multiple containment force Kappa 12. God fucking damn it. Marking it. Mobile containment force Kappa 12. These ones are called the Sea Devils. They were called something else last time. Has been assigned to keep unauthorized seafaring vessels out of this area at all costs. Note, that's where we've been sending these D-Class. How does a short-range wireless communicator get such a clear signal from far away? Weird. I'm probably going to take that out. Doesn't make any sense. Addendum number 3. Testing with infected D-Class have shown that wireless communication devices function normally when used by submerged subjects affected by 1128. Interesting.
That one's the same.
Yeah. Same there. Hey, and the next one. Tests involving D1732, which doesn't appear to be an SCP, who had been used for repeated SCP-1128 testing. So D1732 is a person, and they were used for 1128 testing without administration of amnestics. Amnestics, whatever, was shown to be able to encounter the entity in bodies of water normally insufficient for bodily immersion. This effect became more drastic over time, with 1732 developing progressively stronger hydrophobic tendencies, claiming to see 1128 from outside almost any body of water encountered by the subject.
So you could be drinking a glass of water
and see it. On the redacted date, which was apparently in the year 2000 something or other, days after initial exposure, redacted days after initial exposure, the subject was violently pulled into a glass of water.
Well, of course I would.
By redacted. No remains were recovered from the incident. Staff witnessing the event were found to be infected by SCP-1128 and administered the drugs. Containment procedures were then updated to include videos and descriptions of this event, and testing involving extended infection of D-Class was terminated.
Is the experiment log a video?
I have no idea what it is.
Oh, you suck.
Experiment log was never done. They never finished their thing. And the interview was as well. All right, cool. So, yeah, that one's kind of terrifying.
I think it's scary because there's water everywhere. I couldn't take
a shower without stuff getting wet. Couldn't get into a bath. Couldn't drink a glass of water. Like, you'd have to get like a hydro flask, and who wants to drink out of one of those all the time? Can't look into it. Can't do dishes. This isn't sounding too bad all of a sudden. So, yeah, there's a lot of things about this that are terrifying. And the picture of it is like this massive underwater creature that's absolutely terrifying. Like, imagine, if you will, I'm about to infect all of you, the giant crocodile from Jurassic World Alive.
Okay.
If it was more like a really angry Nessie, and then like 10 times larger, which is why it's in like one of the oceans and not one of the smaller bodies of water on the Earth. So, pretty fucked up stuff. Hope you enjoyed that.
Yeah, thank you. I've always wanted to be afraid of water.
You're welcome. All right, let's look over into Stream Chat and see what you folks had to say. Chloe says, my only TV crush was John Stamos. Uncle Jesse was, and still is, devil horns, hot face, fire.
That's so funny.
He's a very fucking handsome man.
He is very handsome.
And that first season of You, he is so good looking with that beard.
MQI says, I didn't really watch it much, but I watched Tool Time, and we all know Jonathan Taylor Thomas. Oh, man. I used to love Jonathan Taylor Thomas. I don't know why. Now that I watch his stuff when I'm older, I'm like, but he's not even a good actor.
Oh, you're worried about acting now?
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, Chloe says, yeah, I saw him on season Q, which I think is supposed to be 1, of You. And the man just morphed into a silver fox.
Oh, yeah, because he's a psychiatrist.
Yep, he is. It's very true.
He's good in Gallivant.
See, Almost Here says, I keep hearing or jeering a high-pitched noise. It's not loud, but I can tune it out. So yeah, that's what someone else told me too, and it's coming from that particular camera. It has nothing to do with our microphones because they are not feeding into this stream whatsoever because they aren't working when we feed them into the stream, which is unfortunate. So I will be doing testing with a different camera. I could do it right now, but I don't want to fuck shit up. You know what I mean? Like, there's always a chance that if I try and switch to a different camera that both cameras will stop working because that's just how Streamlabs is, y'all. So
MQI says Rob Lowe and Robert Downey Jr. are my men. Like, oh Lord. If you haven't watched 911 Lone Star yet, it's pretty good in that one.
It's getting pretty old. That's Robert Downey Lowe.
That's Rob Lowe.
Robert Downey Lowe. My bad.
No. Rob Lowe.
Sorry for the coughing. It's still hanging on to me. So strong at the bottom. It's so strong.
Jinxing Joe says, whenever I watch movies nowadays, I see hot actors / actresses and think, wow, she's really attractive, but never crush, sadly. But never crush material, sadly. There's not really anyone that I have a crush on.
I mean, we're kind of old for that. I think that kind of mentality sort of disappears unless you're a stalker. You can be like enamored with a person's talent, but I think seeing someone and just immediately being like, they're my crush is rarer the older you get. Well,
it's like you're a cumber bitch, right?
Yeah, but I'm not crushing on him for his looks. I find him very handsome. I just think he's an amazing actor. So that's why I'm a cumber bitch.
All right.
Ginseng Joe says, there's this actress that's getting into every movie, I swear. She was in Dune and the new Spider-Man. Her name is Zendaya. And
she's in Dune?
Yeah, she's apparently at the end of it. Or not end of it, but she's only in it for like a minute or two.
Oh, she's also in Euphoria and stuff like that. She's in a lot. She's very successful for someone so young.
I like Zendaya. I think she's hilarious. I think she's a good actress. And she's also quite beautiful.
She's very beautiful. Tom Holland, you get that.
You get that, dog. MQI says, not even Brad Pitt would have the power of RDJ over me. I think Brad Pitt is one of the more attractive human beings I've ever seen in my life. And there's certain like instances for him, like where you can see it. And like, I had a friend who always said, like, he's just not hot. I don't think he's
Ryan
hot.
Reynolds?
Brad Pitt.
Okay,
the person that I just said. And she just was convinced, like, she didn't understand the hold Brad Pitt had over people. And then we were hanging out one night and we were all just like, let's watch Fight Club. We haven't seen that in forever. And we watched it. And at the end of that movie, she was like, okay, I get it. Brad Pitt's super fucking hot. Something about him in that movie just like awakened it in her. I'm going to keep scrolling.
I don't know why, but I like actors or like animated characters, stuff that have like dad vibes. I like characters that have dad vibes.
Glitch says to MQI, Brad Pitt, you need new movie crushes. The scene where he's working on top of that house and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, it's like, that is probably as hot as a guy his age could ever fucking hope to be. I'm just saying, like, he is max level hotness in that scene. MQI says, no LOL Robert Downey. I was saying Brad Pitt doesn't have sheet on him. Alright, cool.
Alright.
Now everyone's noticing the high-pitched sounds, so we've broken that. Chunk says, yo, Brad Pitt in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is, oh. Glitch says, nah, let me catch a McElroy. They're attractive in a different sense. I think Griffin.
Griffin is like, yes.
I love Griffin so much.
I love Griffin. I don't have a crush on Griffin, though. I just think he's very funny.
I think he's hilarious. I think everything he does is hilarious. I think his laugh is infectious. It's one of those laughs where when you hear someone laughing that has that kind of laugh, you just smile and want to laugh. You don't even know what the hell they're laughing about. Like, I have a friend who's like that, and then there's Griffin McElroy. So if he's on a podcast and he laughs at any point, I just think it's going to be successful. So, all right, we're going to stop right there because we're caught up, and then we're going to move over into the final SCP of the night.
All right. So the final SCP that I'm going to talk about in this episode is SCP-2774. And this one is Object Class Keter, which is the most dangerous of SCPs.
I thought Euclid was the most dangerous.
Nope. Keter is the most dangerous.
Oh my god. The Euclid one sucked that dude into a fucking glass of water. What could this thing be?
All instances of SCP-2774 are to be destroyed upon recovery. Web crawler, okay. A03G32 has been set to monitor and scan all forms of online visual media for this SCP and alert recovery teams upon detection. Teams are assigned to monitor internet and live television for this SCP. If detected, recovery teams are to be dispatched immediately. Any personnel who are exposed to an instance of this SCP for more than 5 seconds are to be issued Class C amnestics, which are the things that make you forget, right? It's got to be. And temporarily...
Yeah. I mean, we had those in my previous story.
Yeah. Temporarily relocated to Site-116. Due to the nature of this SCP, it is recommended that researchers assigned to it have some form of deuteranopia, colloquially referred to as red-green color blindness.
I have a friend. He's the friend who has the great laugh, who has red-green color blindness. I used to have this phone background. No. I used to have this phone background that's like a bunch of light green and light red dots arranged in like a really nice pattern, but in the middle of it, it says, "Fuck the colorblind." And I thought it was funny. I used to have it on my phone, and one day he asked me, like, "What's your phone background?" And it's just like a circle of dots, and he couldn't read it. And I was like, "Oh, you really can't read that?" He's like, "No." So I like put the contrast way up on the picture on my computer. And he's like, "Oh, okay. Yeah, I am colorblind for like light green and light red. It's the most common form." I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, I feel bad now." So.
Recovery teams are working to recover those affected by SCP-2774 and relocate them to Site-116 to test for a possible cure. Until one is discovered, Site-116 will serve as a permanent residency for all affected persons. Approval for testing subjects in Site-116 must come from the Ethics Committee and Site Overseer, Dr. Martin. Anytime I hear Overseer, I think Fallout, and it's like too much control for one person.
When I hear Overseer, what I think of is StarCraft. Because of the Overlord, but then when you upgrade them to see the stuff that's cloaked...
Oh, are they Overseers?
They're Overseers.
Oh, okay. Subjects kept at the site are to maintain no contact with personnel unless approved by proper parties. What's funny is because... what's funny about this is it says limited and then it's crossed out because it's been like elevated probably from Euclid to Keter. Because before... it was made that no one could come in contact with it. It was that subjects that are kept at 116 were allowed 2 hours a day of social interaction with others, and now they can't. Subjects will be contained in Euclid level humanoid containment cells as of 10/15/2010, because this is an older SCP. Apparently, or something. Subjects are not to have social interaction of any kind. In addition, subjects must not leave their cells until further notice.
Interesting.
Yes.
Well, you were petting my face. I can't pet your knee?
Nope. Because you can play it off. I can't.
Got it.
SCP-2774 is... Stop touching!
I drew a heart on her hand. Because I love her. My bad.
SCP-2774 is any medium which contains SCP-277-A. Wait, no. Which contains SCP-2774-A. SCP-774-A is it's an image of an unknown humanoid entity, presumably wearing a sloth costume.
It's a picture of someone in a sloth costume.
Effects of viewing this SCP set in between 40 to 100 hours after exposure. No, I read that wrong. Effects.
Sorry.
Effects of viewing SCP-2774 set in between 40 to 100 hours after exposure to SCP-2774-A. So once you see the image, 40 to 100 hours after you're exposed, you start feeling things or get affected by them. So those affected will begin to lose the ability to use cognitive functions or make higher level decisions, except for a period lasting about 150 seconds every 24 hours. This period occurs randomly. The image manifests itself in various forms of non-live media. including movies, television, magazines, and in some cases, personally recorded videos or pictures. It's typically located in the background of whatever media it appears in. To date, there have been no instances of SCP-2774 on the internet. A single incident in northern Canada where the image appeared on live local television resulted in the relocation of over 4,000 people to Site 116. And remember, once they're there forever.
It's a lot of people.
So the image only retains its anomalous properties if the image contains hues of red or green. Therefore, those with deuteranopia or other forms of color blindness are not affected by this SCP. So
congratulations, John. You are safe.
SCP-2774-A is believed to possess
Memetic?
Mean tick. Memetic. I don't know. Okay. So it's believed to possess properties that are enhanced based on the fuck this shit.
You're so close.
SCP-2774-A is believed to possess memetic properties. MEMETIC.
You don't need to spell it.
I don't care. That's how it's spelled. Never heard of that word before. That are enhanced based on the number of people it affects. Manifestations of this image appear to become more frequent as the number of living victims increases. What?
Frequent? No.
Manifestations. Fucking shit!
My boob hurts now. Stop it.
You want me to even him out?
No, I really don't. Just finish it.
Stop laughing.
It's hard. It's funny. It's so hard now. I'm glad it's off camera. Stay away from it. Read.
Manifestations of the image appear to become more frequent as the number of living victims increases. As the implementation of Protocol XXJ9, reports of manifestation dropped significantly. Don't know what that protocol is, but thanks. Tests show that including the colorblind, this SCP does not affect the majority of people who view it. It is estimated that under 40% of those exposed to SCP-2774 are actually affected. This percentage is also directly affected by the number of living victims. When subject to the photo's effects or image effects, victims appear to move normally based on muscle memory, albeit with slowed reaction times. They are very passive and compliant with personnel, willing to answer basic questions and follow commands, though they display a lack of emotion. While they appear conscious, victims cannot control their actions in any way during this time. Victims, upon entering the 150 seconds of lucidity, are often highly agitated and fearful. Victims may act irrationally while lucid. Those affected report complete memory of time spent without cognitive function, but no ability to comprehend their actions or affect them in any way. Upon initial realization of regained cognitive abilities, most express dread upon realizing the permanence of their situation. In numerous instances, those affected by this SCP report observing the SCP or the image of it while their body is acting autonomously. Perception of reality appears to be lost during that time. Subjects are to be considered unstable when conscious and are not to be approached at any time. Those who have been resettled at Site-116 have displayed an affinity to the SCP-277-A. So art, literature, and effigies of the SCP can commonly be found. Art, literature, and effigies of this SCP can commonly be found hoarded in the corners of subjects' rooms. All objects are presumed to have been created while unconscious. Any such items are to be removed and incinerated, and their creators terminated, along with any subjects seen emulating SCP-2774-A. So if you become affected by this SCP, you begin to be obsessed with it.
And see it while you're, like, running autonomously.
Yeah. And you start making stuff, writing stuff, doing stuff, and creating these images or these, I don't know, like they said, effigies, right? of this SCP, and these things start affecting other people, I assume, because then they're like, you need to destroy these things, including the ones that make them. I just think that's so extreme. And because of how widespread it is and how they can't control it, that's what makes it dangerous. So, nice.
It's a good one. Well written. The danger's dangerous.
Sloths. Dangerous.
Indeed. Pictures of sloths, just avoid them entirely, although they're very, very cute.
They're very, very cute.
All right. Good stuff, Robin. No.
Oh.
All right. So we are done with the stories, which means only one thing. It's time to move on to marbles. However, before we do that, we're going to do two things. One of them is read what you wonderful folks had to say. The second is rock, paper, scissors. Because we're sitting next to each other. Everyone really seems to enjoy watching me lose, and you get to bet your points. So let's scroll, see what you folks had to say for that one, and then we'll get ready. Glitch says, I like Justin, not just because we share a name, but also. Glitch says, I need to quit drinking wine. I'm sorry. Don't be sorry. Don't be sorry. MQI says, cow checking time. Let's see if there's any footsies. Stay tuned.
Oh, like feet sticking out of the cow.
I don't know. Feet are out, yes. Indeed, we're officially having a baby. Good luck delivering that, MQI. Have fun with that. Everyone's celebrating, saying woo. Someone said moo. That's so funny. I'm going to keep scrolling. Almost Near says we need to play some more Among Us.
Among Us.
Oh. Yeah, that'd be fun. Ginseng Joe says we got to have Spooky Friends Among Us sash. You guys can always do it without us. Like, you guys got those channels to use in the Discord. Right.
Aw, Ginseng Joe says, I will put all my Scaryish points on Adam.
That's very nice.
He does not have a good record right now.
Almost Near says Robin's just sitting there giving Adam so much editing work to do.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it's just how it goes. All right. So that's like all the chat. Let's go ahead and get this vote, or whatever it's called, prediction underway.
Man, a lot of people voted for you last time and you still lost.
I let everyone down. Yeah. So, all right. Start prediction. Gonna give y'all 2 minutes to get your predictions in there. 2 minutes. Who will win? Don't show this again. I got it. All right. Go ahead and bet. I'm going to take out my phone and bet on myself. Nope. That's not my thing. Tweech. Also, thank you all for hanging in there with us. I do know that there's that noise that we're going to get rid of. Ooh, I can hear my voice. Also, shout out to Malum for resubscribing to the 23rd month, you crazy kook. You're almost up to 2 years.
Oh my god, you're almost up to 2 years of subbing to yourself?
I've given us 5 Jeff Bezos bucks back for that many months. All right. I only have 444 because I lost them all last time.
Oh, you voted for yourself a whole bunch?
All right. It does let the moderators vote, as long as they're not the ones who fulfill the prediction at the end. So,
all right.
We'll wait until that's ready to go, and then I want to pop that out, but it's not letting me. Summary. There we go.
I'm scared.
Right now, it's 90% folks voting on me. Only 3 people have voted for Robin: Red Keto, Liz Tree, and MQI. Curse Wolf has bet 20,000 points on me to win. And the payout is very low. For every 1 point you bet on me, you'll get paid 1.11 points back, which is so low. However,
okay,
if you bet on Robin, 1 point gives you back 10.2 points. So right now, Red Keto is in line to win quite a bit. However, the prediction still has several seconds left on it. Because that bar is still ticking down. The clock ticks life away.
So how are we doing this? 1, 2,
like
shoot?
we always do. Does anyone else notice that I have to explain this to her?
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot?
No.
1, 2, shoot.
Rochambeau.
Okay. Shoot on bow.
Correct.
Okay.
All right. How many we're doing? 2 out of 3, 3 out of 5?
Let's do 3 out of 5. Is that how it goes?
Yeah, because it gives you time to come back and win.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Let's make sure this looks good. Yeah, right down there.
All right. Rochambeau, right?
Just don't speak.
Okay.
All right, ready?
Why not?
Cause just don't. Ready?
Okay.
Go. Hold on. Shit. The last 2 times I lost, I was up, and then she came back. Now I'm down by 2.
I just have to win 1, right?
Yeah. I have to win 3 in a row. All right. Ready?
Okay, yeah.
Go.
When that... No. Hold on.
You said yeah when I said ready.
Okay.
Shit! Oh! The streak continues.
Sorry, the 37,000 points that got spent on Adam.
Cursed Wolf, I am so sorry. You just lost so many points. Glitch goes, we believed in you. Cursed goes, God damn it, Adam. I'm what says I feel so robbed. Chunk says, whoa, who is rich? I'll tell you who is rich. Red Keto, Elizabeth Tree, and MQI are about to get...
He just made 30,000. Oh my god.
all that payout.
Holy shit.
41,510 went to Red Keto, and he only bid 3,030. No, I'm sorry. 30,979 went to Red Keto. Big payouts over there. MQI bet 30, and she got 307 back, so... I'm so sorry, everyone.
Y'all.
We have to just do a bunch of predictions one day. What we should do is like a game stream.
Got 10,000 points, dog.
Yeah, that's 1,000.
Oh my god.
What we really need to do is like a game stream where like I'm just constantly churning out predictions. And yeah. MQI says, well, we have a baby. And I bet on the right person. Congratulations. It's a really good night. Alright, gonna fire up marbles. I might need to mess around with the camera a little bit once we get the scene up. But we will do that, so. A little bit upset with myself. Don't, Kondak, you love me.
I'm not.
Doesn't that seem like offset? It's weird.
I don't know. You tell me. I don't know how any of this works.
I know you don't.
I hope that cow's super cute. I can't wait to see it. I love cows. Cows are cute. So are you, even when you lose.
Thanks. You guys can start voting. ! Vote, then a space or the number that corresponds to the track you would like to race.
Yeah, it is the little offset, isn't it?
No, it's not. It's small. That's the problem. I don't know why, but I can fix it, hopefully, pretty quickly here. Transform.
Hey, look at that. It's stretched.
Should be fixed there. As far as camera goes, I'm going to have to work on that, so keep your voting going.
Glitch says, in honor of Robin, having some cloudy sake, or in honor of Robin, I'm having some cloudy sake with some peach soda. It is so good, but deadly. I need to log into my Twitch.
I don't see the votes coming through. Do you?
No.
Yeah, they are. Marble Centauri is in the lead now. Okay, cool. Your votes are coming in. Phew.
Do you hear water?
Yeah, I do. It's someone in the kitchen. Oh, there we are.
Oh, hello. I only did 7,000 steps today, man.
Still a lot of steps. And, yeah. Chat box can get scooched down. Cool. All right. I'm going to jump in here and tell you that Marble Centauri currently has 7 votes, which is much higher than the rest of them. But we'll let it scroll by one more time. Lizardry says, no more Portal Purgatory. Indeed. Rock, paper, scissors is really fun, but I sincerely feel bad that so many people voted on me and you did not win. Hate letting y'all down.
I don't know why everybody voted for you.
Because they think I'm due. Because they think like it's randomized. How bad can one person be at rock, paper, scissors?
Real bad. I don't think you've won a single episode yet.
I have not. I win a lot when we're doing it off air. when it comes to like who's going to go let the dogs out and stuff like that.
Who? It's usually you, too. Glitch says, you guys, have you thought of a clever Valentine's Day stream? Maybe make some cookies or cakes and theme it for Valentine's Day.
We are not able to do a Valentine's Day stream because we will be here. We don't have any of the resources we would need to do a cooking stream or anything like that, so...
Glitch says, you should feel bad. I believed in you. I felt my Jason Todd and you let me down, and I'm about to Red Hood you.
I'm listener says, I think I'll vote for 42 next. Temple of Steve sounds interesting. Sounds hot. All right, let's jump in there. Portal Purgatory almost won with 5, but we're going to be going on Marble Centauri, which takes on average 3 minutes and 53 seconds to finish. Record time 1:43 for us, because this is the laptop. There is no recorded history of us racing this previously, but let's get in there.
Let's get started. All right. Hashtag exclamation point play to put your marble in the race.
Indeed. Indubitably. Gonna give 75 seconds for the countdown. A little bit of extra time to get in there.
I can't believe I won again.
Everyone can. You can too. It's just disappointing.
I just can't believe it was 1 to 10. So if you won, you got 10 times.
Yeah,
freaking points.
It was the best time to vote for Robin, y'all. Such a huge payout. All right, so far we have 18 marbles in the race, which is pretty impressive. Very happy to see those numbers. Everyone keeps trickling in as well. Actually, Faison just jumped in. Thank you, Actually, Faison. Reminder, this is your chance to win a Scaryish sticker. Afterwards, if you win, just check the website. Check the Robin's Kawaii Corner, look for the Scaryish stickers, message us and say, this is the one I want, and we will send it your way. There's 30 seconds left, already got 19 marbles, so we will be off to the races. I'm pretty sure this is the one that has all the planets you got to zigzag around.
I want to bite you so bad.
Please don't, I don't like that. Alright. Man, the Discord
Red
really
Kiddo.
blew up during this.
Pink claim to high five.
Redeemed.
Oh, that was sad.
Chloe says, God damn it, why did Adam and I both say indubitably at the same time? LOL. Because we rock, that's why. Alright, we're off to the races. Genting Joe says, LOL, I was going to say a roast each other with love challenge for a Valentine's stream, but I wonder if it's allowed with Twitch terms of service. Genting Joe says, plus y'all do that all the time. That is pretty much how we normally do it. Alright, so around the Earth is when...
Someone really splits off.
No, it's usually where someone gets hit by one of those rods and can jump over the earth and take the lead.
Oh.
So I'm going to zoom out when we get there, and we're just going to watch the pegs, and then we'll catch up after the fact. So right here, we're just going to wait and see if anyone gets hit, because that is how one of the records got set one of the last seasons we were playing.
No, I'm getting overtaken. No.
No one else back there. No one got popped up for a shortcut. Currently, Chloe is in the lead. But
Oh.
Robin and Chloe are neck and neck and fighting it out for first place.
Oh, yeah. Go fast. Go fast.
I'm in second or third place, which is kind of cool, and Bunny Cakes is right behind me.
Maybe you'll win this one. Oh, wow.
Bunny Cakes is taking the lead. The game has no idea who's in first place, though, because I'm pressing 1. That's giving me the absolute wrong person.
I don't know about you. It smells good.
It does smell good.
What's that smell?
I don't know. Alright, so we're dropping under Jupiter, maybe?
She's just, like, crushing it.
MQI is now in second place. And Chloe on Western Inter, me and Robin are following.
Who out there has watched How I Met Your Father? And what are your thoughts?
New series on Hulu starring...
Hilary Duff.
Hilary Duff.
Yeah.
I thought the end of the first episode's twist was cool, and then immediately they decided to, like, not honor it in the way I thought they would, at least through the first season. That was a good jump by Bunny Cakes. Like, a straight shot right into the obstacle.
Glitch says, am I too late to claim my 2 wins? Do you have Cthulhu things left over? I don't have any more Cthulhu things. But I do plan on making new stickers, hopefully when I have an opportunity. I have designed a couple things that I've sketched out. I just haven't digitally like colored them and made them all nice and pretty to order them yet.
Ginseng Joe says... Was it Ginseng Joe? Yeah, Saturn, my beloved, which is what we were passing right now. Saturn and Uranus are almost identical in size. I don't know if you know that. Actually, no, it's Saturn. No. Uranus and Neptune, I think, are almost identical in size, which is interesting. Glitch says, well, my predictive text can't understand anything I'm saying. Am I too late to claim my last win?
Thank you so much, Amanda, for resubscribing.
For 31 months. That's a lot of months.
Oh my god, it smells so good, dog.
MQI is in second place. I'm West of Dinner is in third. Robin's fourth. I'm fifth. And we're coming up to the home stretch, which is the most dangerous of all the stretches.
Is it?
Yeah, they say most accidents happen within, what is it?
A mile of your home.
That's it.
Oh, shit!
Little bump from that peg, and Bunny Cakes goes off the edge.
No, that is not fair.
MQI is now in first place and trying to avoid a similar tragedy coming up on multiple instances of obstacles. Donosaur, Laura, and I'm West Virginia have all fallen off as well.
Oh, shit, I'm going to win this one.
Here comes Robin to try and wreck everyone's day. Here I come to try and save the day, like Mighty Mouse. Wait, no. Mighty Mouse, yeah. And now I am in first place.
Oh, all I can think of is that Legend of Zelda song.
Here I come to save the day. Mighty Mouse is on the way. I think MQI might have this one in the bag. That's an old cartoon. Probably haven't seen it if you're not old. Oh, wow. MQI got stopped, but so did Robin.
Oh, shit.
And then Cursed Wolf comes in at the last second of one of the longest races and steals the victory from MQI. Congratulations, Cursed Wolf. Chunkster comes in second, MQI third. And we're going to watch everyone else trickle in or fall off.
We need to plan a meal or like a hangout day with Meadows.
When we're back in Las Vegas.
Like, dang, dude.
Meadows goes up to 9, or Cursed Wolf goes up to 9 points in the season.
I bet their kids are already old enough to drive.
Right. Chunkster is up to 11. Liz Tree goes up to 15 on the season. Red Keto is still at 16. I'm West Winter is still sitting at 15. Glitch is at 13. Doesn't look like anyone broke into double digits aside from there. So we will go ahead and race the second track. Go ahead and start your voting process. Meow.
What was I talking about?
How I Met Your Father.
Oh, yeah. I like it.
It's not bad.
The first episode, granted, was not good. It's like very... It's one of those shows that start off real slow, and then you start to get to know the characters better, and you see some character growth.
Most, like, romantic comedy television shows take a minute to find their footing, you know? Because, like, no one's really sure who the characters are because they're just on a page so far.
Right.
And then they start, like, finding a groove. The only character I feel like that even knew who they were in the first season of How I Met Your Mother was Barney. And then, like, Lily and Marshall were, like, supposed to be the cute couple, but, like, everything they said was, like, cheesy. It wasn't really super well written.
Yeah. And
slowly but surely, like, they started to find their groove. Ted and Robin found their groove of being absolute pieces of shit pretty quickly, too. But
accurate.
Barney was, like, he was kind of a flat character to start with, but then they gave him depth as the show went on. But he was at least enough to sort of bring people into that show. And when you go back and watch it, he's still my favorite character.
I love him.
Bunny Cake says, you should feign points for being in first place for so long. Gain points, I think. Yeah.
Oh, no. Amanda says, honestly, you guys aren't missing much by not having met him yet. He's kind of a terror. No.
That's funny.
I'm sure that's not the case. That's so mean.
Ginseng Joe says, agreed, LOL, your win got robbed by gravity. There's just a bunch of things they could probably do to improve marbles, but I think because it's so popular and there's so many microtransactions run through it for people who want to buy like specific color marbles that they're just like content with how it is now. Temple of Steve has 10 votes. It's going to be our track. Average time to finish it, 2 minutes and 38 seconds. World record time. Set by the same guy who set the last one, who's clearly cheating. 26.5 seconds. Locally, we haven't raced it on this laptop yet, so...
Ginseng Joseph, wait a minute. Why did the marble fall in outer space?
Yeah, there should be no gravity, but then you wouldn't move at all.
Oh, Amanda says, no, it's totally the case.
Exclamation point play to get your marble on stream.
Boys are a struggle, I think. Having boys are just...
I don't know. I've had all female dogs so far. I haven't had a boy dog yet.
But like when you were younger, I'm sure your mom was like, God, they were nightmares.
I think my brother was easier to deal with than I was. I was a nightmare. I think my mom would confirm that. So All right. Getting people trickling in. We're up to 15 marbles. We had 19 last time, so let's see if we can get back up to that number.
She said Ashlyn was so peaceful. Asher is the complete opposite. Oh, that's so sad. She was so sweet. She was such a sweet kid.
Yeah, she is. She's a sweetie pie.
Sweetie pie.
Up to 17 marbles. Got 40 seconds left. Have you joined, Robin?
I
think you have.
Yeah, I think I did.
I see the P, and I think that's supposed to be the Robin Grace hidden behind a bunch of letters, so. All right, we're up to 18 marbles. 24 seconds left. Back up to 19, so we're at the amount of people we had for the last race.
We'll see if we can Jamie says, I have 4 brothers, and just no.
Are they all older, is the question. Because if they're all older, then that's got to be even
That's
worse.
nice. Well, no, it's nice because then you have protective people.
Overprotective people. Torturing you every time you want to go out and do literally anything. All right, we are off to the races.
Ginseng Joe says 3 brothers here. Same. I was all girls, and our friends are all girls.
Yep.
It's like, I don't know, I never had a brother. Liz is the closest I have to a brother.
My family is all boys on my side. Or all boys for me, all boys for one of my aunts. So yeah, we have a lot of boys. Glitch says, because I have a Temple of Steve for over 10 years. It's funny.
What?
Glitch says, I should win in Temple of Steve because I have a Temple of Steve for over 10 years. Glitch's partner's name is Steve.
Aww.
I thought that would be obvious. Latreia apparently snuck through and I didn't notice, and they're way far ahead. Enzo Matrix is in second place.
Jamie says, 2 older, 2 younger. Fuck my life. A lot of people have sisters. You know there are more women in the world than there are men?
It's like 52-48, right?
I think it's more than that now.
Good.
It's
what a time to be alive for dudes, am I right?
I think it's nuts because, like, guys really control it, right? Because you guys have the X chromosome, Y chromosome?
I don't know.
It's like you have the other chromosome that's necessary to make a boy. Girls don't carry that. So all the eggs are like, girls.
Inherently female first.
Yeah.
All right, Latreia kind of got slowed down by the fan blade, but so does Bunny Cakes. This is really giving an opportunity to everyone that's behind. Glitches on the other side's fan blade also slowed down. Bunny Cakes has snuck through.
Aw, Amanda says, he's such a terror that when he does have his sweet moments, I could honestly cry as I try to absorb it.
Aw.
Aw, Glitch says, at Robin, I'll be your brother from another mother. I got you.
Enzo Matrix almost hopped out, but there was those railings on the side that kept you in play. Now the long stair drop, which happens to have a lot of folks tend to fall out, so we'll see how this goes.
MQI says, I'm an only child. It has its good and bad. Yeah, I believe that. Like, I would be really sad if I didn't have my sister,
Yeah.
Being an only child can be really rough. But you get all the gifts. Everything.
Enzo Matrix v. Lisbeth Tree. This is going to get interesting on who falls through first and who doesn't fall into the endless void. Enzo Matrix needs to stay away from the holes, as does Lisbeth Tree. Oh, man. Lisbeth Tree fell through. Latreia winds up coming through with the victory. That is a pretty impressive victory there because they were in first place for so long, and then they wind up winning. Lots of folks dropping through at the wrong time. We only got Enzo Matrix, Bunny Cake, Sherry Sue that have finished aside from Latreia. Cursed Wolf is trying to get through right now. A Meadows is trying to get through right now before it moves. A Meadows gets through.
Oh, no, it stopped moving. Oh, no, I lied.
And then Cursed Wolf makes the plunge. MQI and Chunkster fall in safely.
Ginseng Joe says, it would be awesome to have a boy and a girl. That would be awesome. That's my goal. I want a boy and a girl, and then I can be done.
I fell through and died. At the same time, Robin fell through and survived.
Or 2 boys. 2 boys is cool, too. I just don't want 2 girls. But I have a feeling it's going to be 2 girls. Unless you got really potent.
See, this is why we need to have 5 kids. So, all right. Congratulations, Latreia, on your victory again. Type !merch. Click that link. Go to Robin's Quiet Corner. Then reach out to us and let us know which Scaryish sticker you would prefer. They said, yay! You up to 11 points. The rest of the rest of the people below stay the same. Red Keto is still in the lead on this season for 16 with I'm West for Dinner and Lisbeth Tree both really close to 15, and Glitch Grim is right there with 13. So pretty good stuff. This was fun. It always is when you folks join us for live Scaryish. Let's go ahead and get over back to the regular live camera here and wrap this thing up so we can give everyone back the rest of their Wednesday night. Some of us can go play Pokemon Legends Arceus, which I'm really excited.
Some of us can go to sleep.
Some of us can go to sleep, which you're not going to do. You're lying.
I'm going to have dinner and then go to sleep.
Then you're going to have dinner, then shower, and then probably hang out in the living room, and then go to sleep.
Don't tell me what to do.
All right, I'm marking it. Let's wrap this thing up. So, and our streaming is getting a little bit bumpy at the end. So, yeah, now's a really good time to wrap it up. I want to go ahead and thank everyone who wrote the SCP stories. They're fantastic. If anyone has a suggested SCP, we have a few of them that I see in the Discord that get added to the list. Please feel free to reach out to us. You can either email pastatime@scaryish.com or just go to our website, scaryish.com, click on Contact Us, fill out that form. It comes directly to us. While you're on the website, if you'd prefer to join the Discord, we have a topic suggestion channel there as well. So just click the link on the website. There's like a ticker that runs by and it says join us in Discord. Click that. It'll take you directly to our Discord. Aside from that, you can hit us up on our social medias. Facebook is facebook.com/Scaryish Podcast. Twitter is @Scaryish Pod. And Instagram is @Scaryish Podcast. Robin, for folks who would like to donate to us, how can they do so?
You can go to patreon.com/Scaryish Podcast. Those are monthly donations. Tiers start at $8. At $1, you get ad-free episodes, so you can't really go wrong there. And if you're not into the monthly donation type thing, you can go to ko-fi.com/Scaryish Podcast. All your donations help us a whole bunch, so thank you everybody who's been helping us through this whole entire time.
Yeah, it is very helpful. Thank you so much. We are so happy to have people that are so supportive in our lives.
Yeah.
You all are amazing, but that is everything we have for this episode, so I guess, Robin, go ahead and sign us out.
Keep on creeping on. We'll talk to you guys later.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.